What is up, guys? My name is Andrew and welcome back to Alpine Adventures episode number 12. Today is all about working on the profit of this park because we've been burdened by a couple of things in the park so far for the last probably couple of episodes here. And one of those things is the downtime of these roller coasters. You can see the downtime of this one's 12%. That's actually not terrible, but this one is, oh, this one's actually not bad. So I guess it's getting better, but we still have a couple of problems with downtime. Hopefully we want this to become closer to like 3% and stuff like this. Well, you know, as I'm saying it, now everything looks a little bit better. But still, we're going to be working on that. And the other thing is we've been plagued with our vendors not being in their correct posts. So today we're going to actually go and remedy some of that. First things first, off camera, I did a little bit of scenery work. I made like a little bit of a queue here. So I don't know. It's just a thing that I did. I don't really, it's just like a concrete, I don't know. I didn't like how it looked when it was just like on the ground. So I made it look more concrete-y, I guess. So let's get into it. First, we're going to work on our mechanics. And I wanted to, I read a couple of online articles because I wasn't sure exactly how you're supposed to do mechanics and how to make them work better. But one of the things I saw is that you need to set rosters for mechanics to go to certain rides, which you've already done, but I'm gonna work on that a little bit more. And then they also said you need to train your mechanics quite a bit so that they become masters of the field. So what we're going to do is we're gonna pause the game here, hit that pause button right there. We're gonna go to our park management, our not marketing. Ooh, marketing. Okay, hit done there because that's done. And we're gonna go to our mechanics and we're gonna take a look at what they're doing. Okay, so first of all, we're going to train all of them, because we want them to be the maximum training possible. So let's go boom, 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 and kaboom. You're going to be at, let's say, 85. You guys can be at 175 here as well. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete all these rosters here, and we're going to add a couple of new rosters. So first of all, let's go to, can we see our rosters? Is there, I think right here, yeah. So we're going to delete all of these rosters here. We're going to create a new roster for our mechanics. And first one is going to be, you're going to be working on this ride right here. Do I have to go find it? This one right there. Also, you'll be in charge of this right here. And you'll be in charge of this right here. Can we add another one? Let's add this one as well. So you'll be in charge of all 4 of these rides here. So you can see right there, 2 tracked rides and 2 amusement rides. We're going to call this entrance roster. You'll also be in charge of that right there because it's close. So this is the whole area right here that they'll be in charge of. We'll call this entrance roster. Entrance rides. Okay. We're going to save that work roster and it's going to be right there. Okay, so that's one. Let's create a new roster. So these will be fine. What else needs mechanicking? These 2 rides are very important, so I'm going to put them on one roster. So 1, 2. Is there anything else close by that I can throw on another? We could throw this. That's a little bit far though. So let's just say these 2 rides are on that one roster. Are we missing anything in here? I don't think we are. So let's say these are our it's the Red Monstrosity and the Castle Crashers. So we'll call it Red plus Castle. That's that roster. I'm gonna add mechanic. Just so that we know it's a mechanic roster, because vendor rosters and cleaning rosters should be a little bit different. Although cleaning rosters can also use mechanic rosters, I guess. So this one right here, we'll put mech as well. So let's throw in the word mech right at the end here, so we know mech. And there we go. Save that work roster. So we've got 2 rosters so far. And let's see, what do we need? We need this ride right here, this ride, and this train station. That can be one roster. So boom, boom, boom. Let's get those in there. Go over here, create new roster. We'll get this one. There we go. We'll get this one right here and this one right here. Currently, this is closed, right? Yeah, this is closed. And this, I'm not sure if that's closed, but we'll call this, what would we call this? I don't know, left junction roster? I don't know. Left rides mech. If you guys have better names, put those down in the comments, because I'm not sure what I should call this. Wooden, I don't know. We'll call it left rides mech. And then this will be right rides mech. So let's add one more here. We'll get this ride right here. We'll get this over there. And we'll get this right here. Oops. There we go. So all these will be part of one roster. So a mechanic can just walk to and from right there. So we'll call this the right mountain I don't know. Right mountain. I spelled that wrong. With an A. There we go. And we'll put a mech in there as well. Mech. Awesome. So these are horrible names, of course, but I mean, I'll know what they are. So that's all that we really need. So let's go over here and we'll get mechanics based on what we need. So first of all, we're going to get some mechanics for our first roster. Entrance rides. There are 4 rides in there, so I'm going to get, we'll start with 2 mechanics there. So 2 mechanics working on entrance rides. Next, we want to get the, what do we have? Left, no, we want to get the red plus castle. We'll get 2 mechanics for that one as well. Red plus castle. Now on the left side, we're going to get 1 mechanic there since only one of the rides, I believe, is open, right? So then we're going to, on the right side, we're going to get 1 mechanic as well for now. Just so we don't have to hire any mechanics. But if we notice that those rides start breaking down, we can add more mechanics to the roster that's appropriate. Once we open back up this place, by the way, currently, oh yeah, okay, so the Iron Horse is closed. But once we open up Pirate Land again, then we'll add a mechanic here as well, or 2. But we need to kind of draw people over here, and I'm still kind of struggling with that. But maybe next episode, we'll find a couple of tips on how to bring people over. It might end up that we need a roller coaster over here that's super popular. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Okay, so that's pretty much the mechanics sorted. Let me make sure that all of our times here are good. So coaster should be on 10 minutes because we want them checked very often. This one right here we'll put on 20 minutes. It's a track ride. It probably won't break down that often. You we're gonna throw on 10 minutes. Okay. You, let's keep you on 20. It's water. Probably 10 minutes. I'm guessing you should be on 30 minutes since you guys are kind of smaller rides with less moving parts, I guess. I don't know. Kind of making up as I go along, in case you can't tell. Here we go. You should be on 10 minutes. You're a coaster. You're already on 10 minutes. You should be on 10 minutes because you're a big water ride. You should be on 10 minutes as well. And you should be on 30 minutes. Okay. We'll put you on 20. You're a small roller coaster with very few parts. I've heard that the more parts you have, the more likely a ride is to break down. For instance, this right here is a chain lift that could break down. Then we have the block brakes that are over here that could also break down. And of course, I think parts of the track, I don't know. But I just assume that water rides could break down more because there's more stuff needs inspection because water's tough, water's heavy. So that's probably gonna be good. I've heard that the refurbishment can fix age-related issues, as it says, but that we shouldn't do it until it becomes more and more expensive because it's older. So right now it's probably fine, even though it's been 81 months, which is a couple of years, quite a few years there since the last refurbishment. But I don't really want to go through that quite yet. Now let's work on the vendors. The vendors are the next thing that we need to set up. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to our park management. I think what we're going to do is we're going to fire. Well, they're already trained, so I don't know if we want to fire them. But what we will do is we'll add some work rosters. So how many vendor shops do we have here? It's kind of tough to see. So we've got 1, 2, right? And then this is a staff building. So that's 2 vendor shops. And then we have right here, we have 1, 2 as well. So that's 4 vendor shops in this one area. So let's create a roster for these 4 vendor shops. And they'll all basically report to this staff building right here. So let's go back into our rosters. And I said this at the beginning, this episode is a lot about working out these rosters and getting them sorted. So this, can I select just the building? Oh yeah, okay, so it already selected the building, and then we'll select this one as well. So that's 4 buildings, and then we'll select, we'll go in here and select that as well. So that's 5 facilities and shops, which means that any vendor who's working on 1, 2, 3, 4, those areas can go to this specific vendor, this specific area, this specific staff room, right? So let's save this as the opening shops, I suppose. So opening shops. Okay, we'll save that work roster for opening shops. Actually, let's rename that so we have vendor on it. So we'll throw in vend at the end, just so that we know that it's a vendor specific roster. So that's a vendor 1 right there. And then I believe we have we have a little restaurant right here, like a really small 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's good for a roster as well. So let's throw a roster in there. Create a new roster. Boom, that's 3. And then we'll get this staff building right here as well. That's 4. We'll call this, I don't know what to call this one. Red restaurant. I never knew how to spell restaurant. I hope that's right. Restaurant, right? Okay, we'll throw vend in there as well. Don't make fun of my spelling. I'm not good at spelling sometimes. Vend, so we know it's a vendor place. Seriously, there are some words in the English language that I have trouble spelling that seem really easy. Different, for instance. I don't have trouble spelling different. It's just sometimes, for some reason, I forget how many F's there are. Is it 1? Is it 3? Different, you know? So that's, we have red restaurant. Do we have any more restaurants that we want to get in the area? We've got these, but once, we'll have to wait until later to, you're turned off, right? I hope you're turned off. Let's hop in here, grab that. Oh, that's got to be turned off. Okay, so that would have been a problem right there, right? These staff are going to this building right here, whereas everything else is currently closed over here. So the problem would have been that we have staff over in this area that decide, hey, we want to go to a staff area. Boom, they go over there. Suddenly they're out of action while they're walking miles to get to their staff room. So that's something we want to avoid here. That's why we've got a staff room very close to this building here, and we've got a staff room very close to these guys as well, right over here, right? So that's the kind of thing that we need to look out for in order to keep our place profitable and in order to keep our staff people inside our buildings, right? Because you've probably seen that message loads of times up top saying this building doesn't have staff, right? I guess we haven't gotten any this episode yet because I've had it paused pretty much the whole time, but no worries. Okay, so let's start filling these staff rosters here. So we're gonna go to vendors, and you're a level 4, right? So that's really good. Let's throw you. Currently, I believe they're on one building because this is the building that they were spawned with, right? So we want to kind of liberate them from that and instead put them on our rosters. So we've got our opening shops vend. How many people are we going to need for this? We've got 1, 2, 3, 4 buildings, so we're going to need at least 4 vendors, right? But I'm going to say we're going to have 4, 5, 6, 7, 2 extra vendors. Let's say 2 extra vendors, so that if one of these guys goes in here, an extra vendor will fill in, and hopefully that'll just keep kind of circulating. And if we find that shops are commonly closed, we'll add even a 3rd vendor in there. But for now, I think we can go with 2 extra vendors. So let's go opening shops. We'll get opening shops. We'll get opening shops. Opening shops. 2 more. 1 and 2 right there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. These guys are all on the opening shops. So that those should hopefully not be full. Not be empty, I mean. Okay, so opening shops vendors are set. Now, how many do we need for the other one? We have 3, so I'm going to have 3 plus 2 extras for this area over here. So we're going to have information. Do we have an information booth? Whoa, where do we have an information booth? I'll have to go find that in a second. But red plus castle, no, red restaurant vend. So 1, 2, 3 plus 1 extra. Plus, we're going to need a 2nd extra, so we're going to throw you down close to your shops, I guess, over there. And then let's go into our park management and back over to our vendors, and kaboom, we're going to throw you on the red restaurant. Okay, so that should be all of our stuff here. However, it did say we have an information kiosk somewhere, and I haven't seen an information kiosk, unless one of these buildings was an information kiosk, but I'm not sure if that was the case. No, you're a pizza place. And let's go over here and check the red restaurant. It might be that we put an information kiosk in here. No. Oh, you're an information kiosk. Okay. So, okay, yeah. So we have exactly enough vendors here. And as long as we keep these places closed, hopefully these vendors won't try to wander over. Now let's get these staff rooms set up because we need to make sure that we have enough space and only enough space for the specified people. So this staff room right now, let's see. You have a capacity of 6. We don't need a capacity of 6. And I think you're costing us a lot of monthly cost because you have a capacity of 6 and we don't need that. So let's go ahead and reduce that because we have 1, 2, 3, 4 plus 3 extra. So let's go, let's say 3 capacity. And then we're going to give you the, do we want the healthcare one? No. Social club. They regain happiness faster. More resilient against underworked. While resting, they brings their training date forward. We don't need that. Better detection rates. We don't need that. Staff PR. Entertainers and vendors with this perk will make the guests they interact with even happier. Do we want that? Recover energy faster. We don't need that because we have 3 extras, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Did we have 3 extras? Yeah, I think we did. So let's get healthcare. No, let's. Okay, I don't know. I don't know which one we want to get here. Let's get none, okay? Because it's gonna cost us money to have one, right? I think. Yeah, it's gonna cost us 100 to have one. So let's get no perk. Well, might as well get one. So let's gain happiness faster. How about that? So we're gonna confirm those changes, and that'll be good. Now, what we're gonna have to also do, by the way, is the mechanics, I believe, also need a place to rest. So they're gonna try to use this place by default. And we're gonna have to give them their own separate place, I think, or something like that, so they don't go everywhere. All right, so we have 3 places with 2 extras, so we're gonna give you a capacity of 4. Staff healthcare. Yeah, with healthcare, why not? Okay, that's gonna be fine right there, and I think we should be good. So let's run our simulation a little bit, and let's just see what everything's looking like here in normal speed. So to start out, some of our vendor shops might be very, very empty because people are going to be moving towards their new shops. But currently, it looks like everything is full. And there are a lot of people, by the way. So that is definitely a thing. Let's check these ones as well. Information. Oh, these ones are empty, except for that one over there. But at least they're being worked, right? And then, of course, we should have some staff people wandering around if we go to our park management here and we take a look. So let's go take a little gander. We'll see heading to shop right here, waiting, heading to shop, serving, wondering, waiting for customers to serve. Okay, so yeah, now what we're going to do is we're going to train them as well. So let's run through here and we'll train. It's going to cost us a lot of money to train everybody, but trust me, training people is what makes them have longer fuses, I guess we could call this, and it also makes them happier. So we'll train all of our staff. Okay, after training we'll give I guess we'll go for a 5 boost here. You've been trained to the same level, haven't you? Let's bring you to 90. 95, I guess. 95, 95, 95, 95 as well, and then we'll bring you guys to 140. That's a lot, though. Bring you to 135. And you as well. Technically, they're getting a pay dock, but, I mean, we need to kind of get this situated here. Because we want to pay them as little as possible so that we lose as little money as possible as well. Hopefully, they don't get too sad. So let's run this a little bit in speed to see what this looks like after a few seconds. So let's see. All of our rides look good. They're not broken down. This one, I think, was just broken down. Well, its downtime is less than it was a second ago, so that's good. This one right here, no downtime. You as well, no downtime. That's awesome. Okay. Everything's looking good. How about you? I don't know if you were just broken or if people are just getting on. So you can see people are kind of starting to move over this way just because of this ride here. Because it's got... I think it's got quite a high prestige, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. Oh, we got an achievement. Investing in people. Okay. All right. So the next thing I wanted to do, the final thing I guess we'll do in this episode here, after we've gotten all the staff set up, is I wanted to create another restaurant. Like another place that people could go for food or drink. So let's see first what they want, because I think it's been telling us stuff. Guests are thirsty. Guests are thirsty. Okay, so we need a drink place. So we could add it to this place right here, but I think you already have a drink place, don't you? You're at Tiki Chiki, which I believe is a drink place, right? Tiki Chiki. Oh no, that's a chicken place. And this is a drink place here, Gulpy. So you guys already do have a place. Multiple shops don't have a vendor. Well, that sucks. Why not? Where are you going, by the way? You're headed to that staff building. Why? Are you full? Well, tell me who's in there. Oh yeah, that one's full, I guess. So you're headed to that staff building. So that's a problem right there. We should never have that being the case. So let's make this... I guess we'll bring it back up to 6 capacity. And then we'll bring this one back up as well. Because I didn't think of... I don't want them going to other ones, right? So let's bring this back up. Confirm that. That costs us a little bit of money to actually change this around. But hopefully we'll tweak it right so that we have it set for the long run. All right, so let's make our restaurant. Actually, you know what? Okay, so since this is an episode all about getting these staff things set up, let's set up these janitors so that we have them working in the correct areas. So first of all, how many janitors do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 5 janitors. We are going to want to set them up with rosters. We can throw them on the mechanic rosters though, honestly. So let's put you on the mechanic. We'll have 2 on the entrance rides, just because it's a giant area. Then we'll have, let's see, what's the next area? We've got left rides. Oh, red plus castle. We put 1 on that. It's kind of a small area, just this area right here. We're gonna want people on this area though, so let's throw 1 on red restaurant, because that's kind of working around here, I guess. I'm not entirely sure how the janitors work, as far as where they go based on the roster, right? So I'm not entirely sure how that works, because so the roster says that these are the buildings that they need to keep in charge of. 1, 2, 3, 4. If they're on the red restaurant. Oh hey, how's it going? But does that mean that they're only going to travel through these paths right here, or does that mean they're going to wander kind of around the area? That's what I don't know. Maybe I should keep them on wandering. Well, yeah, let's do that. Free roaming until you guys tell me otherwise. Post down in the comments if you know anything about the janitors, because I'm not entirely sure how those work. 1, 2. We'll give you a pay raise of 5. And should I train them more? I don't know. Yeah, I guess we'll keep training them. So this episode is all about training. We'll give you a boost of 5, I guess. You as well. Keep you the same. 150. That's expensive. Jeez. 120. Yeah. I just docked his pay as well, but hopefully that doesn't make them too sad. Let's see what the vendors think, because I docked some of their pays as well. Vendors, they're not sad. You're sad. What are you thinking? I should really quit my job. Why? 85. Okay, let's bump you guys up 1, because you guys seem sad. Okay, yeah, that's fine. Alright, let's keep this rolling. Should we make the restaurant? I guess we should. So we've already got a restaurant here, and we've got one over there, but should we add one over here as well? Like a dock side restaurant? Maybe like right here or something? I guess we can. Like maybe a small one can go right here. Okay, so let's do that. Let's build into this. What we're going to do is we're going to delete these little pieces here and delete this piece right here as well. We're going to copy this over, duplicate it right there, just to make kind of a dock where we can build our stuff. How close is that to the ride? That's a little bit close, so I'm going to delete that, but let's build these right here. Delete this one right here. And what we're going to do is we're going to grab a fence. Let's go to our scenery, and we're going to go with a fence. I think. Fence. And we'll see what we want here. I'm going for this type of fence specifically. Come on, load in. There we go. Okay, so we're going to go with this fence right here. Plop it right there. Turn that thing around a little bit. Okay. Are you lined up? You look pretty lined up. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this all the way over here. Oh my god, okay. There we go. We're going into the there's different camera modes in this game. So we're going into this camera mode here. Okay, so we're going to place that. Let's copy that over. So we're going to Control Z here. Copy this over right there. We're going to select both of these. Same thing. There we go. And see how our money's increasing, by the way, instead of decreasing. That's a good sign. I want to keep our money increasing rather than decreasing, as this is a profitable park, or it should be, at least. Okay, and let's get 2 more, I guess. Can we set this up so that it's... we'll do like that right there. That's fine. Okay, so next thing what we're going to do is we're going to grab a couple of these right here. We're going to Control Z these, and we're going to turn them around a little bit. Let's move them to right there. Right there, awesome. And let's move this to there. So now what we've got is kind of like a dock area. Oops, there we go. It just like zoomed us out. So we've got kind of like a dock area here now. So this is where I kind of want to have the restaurants. And in fact, we might have the restaurants placed inside here. That might not be a bad idea. So if we delete this, We're gonna have to get some small pieces right there. But let's get our terrain tool here. And we're gonna push from a small size right here. We're gonna push this back a little bit. That's too small. Push back. Push it back. Awesome. Now let's get a couple of shops in here. So press R just so that we're inside this area. We'll get some shops and facilities. And we know we want a drink shop here because it said our people are thirsty. Pipe shop water. We could get water. Do we have a water shop yet? I don't think we do. Gulpy energy, Gulpy slush, Gulpy soda, pipe shop juice. Let's get a water shop in here. So let's see if we can put it in here. I don't know if we'll be able to. Yeah, we'll be able to. We'll put it right there. And let's get another one here. A food place primarily is what we want. Pizza, hot dog, beef, tikichi. Let's get hot dogs. Hot dog squad. All right. Next thing we want to do is we want to go back to concrete in our building selection here. So concrete. And we're using smooth concrete for this. So we're going to be going for our smooth concrete piece right here. This specific piece. So we're going to line that up right there. Oops. Let's undo that real quick. Line it up like that. Yeah. Okay. We're going to have to move it out one. Hang on. Okay. Like that. That looks good. Okay. Now let's get a smaller piece. The 2 is fine, I guess. Move it up here. And kabam. There we go. Oh. Okay, we accidentally got rid of one of our shops here. So let's go back to shops and facilities. And we had a hot dog squad right there, I believe. Let's make sure it's facing the right way. Obviously, we want it to be facing the correct direction. And that should be fine. Okay, so is that feels low, doesn't it? I don't know. I guess that's fine. I guess it's fine. How low are the other ones? I wonder. Let's just drive over here real quick. Skirt. How low are you guys? Yeah, the other one seems a little bit low then. I don't know. I guess it'll be fine, right? Can I move you guys? If I move. Let's come out here. Yeah, that is a little bit low. Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. No. Oh, my God. All right, welcome back. We experienced a crash. Unfortunately, this kind of thing does happen in Planet Coaster sometimes. It's just something you have to get used to. Sometimes the game just crashes randomly and it sucks, but it's just a thing that happens. So we've pretty much done everything we did. Autosave saved our butt a little bit, so all the work rosters were saved. This stuff wasn't saved, so I just went and redid this. And I messed with the terrain a little bit so it wasn't looking as weird here. But we've gone and set everything else up. That's now the correct height. Hopefully it doesn't crash now. That would suck. And hopefully I'm not jinxing myself here. Let's move this thing right here. I can't move it. Okay, we're going to have to move that eventually. Actually, let's delete it for now. But we will move the ATM so that we have one kind of close to this area. Now, the most tough part of making stuff like this is the pathing. Pathing sucks. Absolutely sucks in this. So let's try and get this right here. We want to use a wooden path, I believe, is what we're going to try to use here. So we want to select a grid. We're going to select this grid. And see what I mean? It sucks this way because the path is under where we want it to be. I want it to raise up a little bit, but I can only raise it up that high, right? I can't raise it up as high as I want it to, which I want it to be right on this platform, but I can't do that. But I could put it right here, but that's not what I'm going to do because that looks horrible. So what we'll do is we're going to deselect the grid, and this is going to be tough here. We're going to have to do something like that, which I don't want to do, but it has to be done. So I guess, can I, here's what I'll do. I already have that one set. Can I set another one right there? Yeah, I can do that. But then can I increase the width and do something like this? Like that, yeah. Oh, it was, oh, okay. It was working for a sec. There we go. Oh, I had it. Come on. Come on. There we go. Okay, now can you connect? Somehow. Okay, so there we go. Now we have a connection to both of these vendors here. It looks a little bit weird along the sides, but it's going to be fine. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to select a grid here, and we're going to use this grid right here. Oh, so now it's working. Okay. So we're going to do 1, 2, 3. We're going to put stuff all along here. I can't put any there, so that's going to have to work out fine. Actually, can I delete these now? Yes, okay. And then I'll do something like this. And I don't know if that's connected. That's the problem. So we'll undo that right there. Decrease the length quite a bit. And then we're going to connect right there. And let's see if we can connect right here as well. Make that look decent. There we go. And see if we can connect to this one as well. Awesome. So what will happen... Here, actually, you know what? Delete this connection right here. Shoot. That's not what I wanted to work. Okay, go out this way and connect there. See what I mean? It's tough to get these paths to work properly, exactly the way you want it to. So remove that. You go forward. Connect right there. Now, can I connect you? No. Okay. That'll work out fine. Then go over here and then connect there, maybe? Oh my god, it's a pain. It's a pain in the butt. But we're going to keep trying to get this to work. Okay, so let's select the grid again. The grid was this one right here. We want to... There we go. That's fine. Get this piece right there. And remove that, I guess, so we can place these. Okay, now try again. Connect that right there. Now I need to connect this to make it look good. Oh yeah, that looks good. Can I... Okay, there we go. There we go, finally. Okay, with enough work, you can actually get it. So now what we're going to do is we're going to do this right there to even it out. This is a little trick in Planet Coaster that you can do. If you've got those weird edges, you could just... where's one that I can show you on? Well, you've probably seen it before. But if you got weird edges, you can place a thing in the 90-degree angle of them and then delete it, and it kind of smooths out a little bit. So there we go. Now what we want to do is to kind of finish this area off, what we want to do is we want to go into scenery, go to path extras, and we're going to get some benches here. So let's get some picnic benches. We're going to go for adventure ones. Let's see what those look like. That's not bad. But do we have wooden ones? Western. That doesn't look bad. Well, that's got logs on the bottom. Do we have anything? Pirate? We could get pirate ones, because since we're kind of going into the pirate area, and that is the Flying Dutchman, so let's get pirate ones here. I don't know what a good layout would be. But I imagine there'd just be like a couple of benches here that people would go and sit at. So there we go. That's a decent layout here. So people would just like get their food and then go in there. And can we add some umbrellas? Do we have any pirate umbrellas? Arg, matey. There we go. There's one. We got another one right here. And there we go. That's fine. So typically what you would find in a place like this is that some are umbrellaed and some aren't. Oh, good. They actually eat. They actually sit and eat. And you're drinking water. So that's looking pretty good. I like it. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to get some signage here. You know what? Real quick, let's go ahead and save the park so that this doesn't happen. Save park as Alpine Adventures YT. Awesome. So let's get some signage here, and then we'll be pretty much done with this setup. So click on this building. Go to scenery. We're going to go for... Oh, no, building, I think. Wall signs. And we're going to be looking for water first. So water. That looks pretty nice, but that's huge. That's the problem with these signs, is that they're huge. Let's go ahead and put this... Put it like that, yeah. Okay. And let's move that into the wall a little bit. So there's our water, and now let's go to hot dog. Maybe. Let's see. Dog, maybe? Dog. Hot dog squad, that's what that is. So we'll go with a basic hot dog neon sign. Move that into the wall as well. Now what we're going to do is we're going to make it so that these are advertised. So set advertised destinations right there. Confirm. You as well. Set advertised destinations right there. Confirm. Awesome. There's our little restaurant. Now these people right here, these two vendors are not currently assigned to any sort of thing. So what we want to do is give them a roster as well. See, this person right here is tired right now, and they're about to go to somewhere we don't want them to go. Like over there or something. What do I hear? I think someone's vacuuming in the background. That took me a second to realize what that was. Okay, so see, they're both emptying right now because they both got tired. What we need to do is we need to give them a staff area. So I'm thinking maybe what we'll do Yeah, let's do this. What we're going to do is we're going to remove these. We're going to... Can we fit a path under there? I don't think we'll be able to, but we'll see if we can. Yeah, no, we won't be able to because this path's there. So undo that. What could we do? We could fit a path right there. So what we'll do is we'll do this. We're trying to sneak the staff room in here somewhere. So what we'll do, go into terrain, move this all back quite a bit. There we go. We're going to get this piece right here. We're going to duplicate this. So duplicate that so it's like this. All right. And now let's stick a staff room right there. So let's go into here. We'll grab our staff room. So shops and scenery. Staff room, staff management. We're going to throw that right here. There we go. There's our staff room. And it's going to be able to hold... Okay, that's done for now. Let's grab that. It's going to be able to hold, let's say 4 people with the perk of, I guess, social club so they get happiness faster. And now what we want to do is we want to place this back. So let's take this piece right here. Like that. And then we'll throw another one up here. And what we want to do here is we want to add a door. So let's get a door in here. Scenery. No, I think it's in building actually for doors. Yeah, there we go. We'll get a door. And let's get like a plain door. That's what I'm looking for. Something plain. Something that the guests wouldn't notice. That's pretty plain. That's also, it's a pirate area, so that could be not bad. Move this a little bit into the wall. Like that. There we go. And we're going to get a staff only sign as well. So let's go for signage. I believe we have them right here. All the way down to the bottom. We don't want any name brand signs here. We're going to get one of these. Looking for maybe something like this. Just say staff only. Staff only. There we go. Awesome. And now what we're going to do is another little planet coaster trick. You can actually place this. You can move this back right there so that it says staff only without the background of the sign, which I like to have. So move it back. Trying to get it right here. Okay, let's move to the side a little bit. Come on. There we go. Staff only. We're going to throw that down right there so now people know that this is a staff only room area. Now the way that Planet Coaster works is that the people here can actually walk through walls. So what they're going to end up doing is they're going to end up going over here and walking through that door, even though the door won't actually open. They're just going to walk through the wall to that staff room. So that's how that's going to work. And it ends up looking a little bit weird if you actually see them go into the staff room, but it's not that bad. Are you guys looking better here? I can't click on you guys. Oh, because I'm still in the building. Let's click on you. No, you guys have no energy. Okay, so let's have one extra worker in this place here. So let's go to park management. We're going to get one extra vendor. Okay. And let's go ahead and what else do we want to do? So you're hopping in there. Awesome. We're going to make a roster for this place. Let's call this the new roster. Let's go. Yeah, okay, so it's got 3 facilities. We're going to call this the Dutchman Restaurant. Dutchman Restaurant. There we go. I typed slowly. Don't make fun of me for that. Dutchman Restaurant Vend. That's what we wanted to call it. Vend. Oops. Dutchman food. Okay. Not forward. Vend. There we go. Dutchman, because Dutchman Restaurant wouldn't fit. So Dutchman Food Vend. Save work roster. And let's go to our vendors. And we're going to get these bottom 3 to be working on that. So Dutchman Food Vend. You and you. Let's go ahead and train them all. You can't train yet. And then let's raise their price. Okay. Awesome. So that's our food area. It's looking pretty well. Oh, we said we get the ATM back. Let's see if we can. I'm not sure if we'll be able to, but we'll try it. Let's go into here, shops and facilities, try and get that ATM. Automatic teller machine is what that stands for, by the way, in case you guys didn't know. A lot of people don't know what that means, ATM. But unfortunately, it doesn't look like I'll be able to stick it there. Let's go smaller grid size. Yeah, I don't know why, but it just doesn't want to cooperate. I don't know what the requirements for an ATM are, but it seems like it just doesn't want to be placed anywhere. Whatever. We'll manage to stick this ATM somewhere else. Maybe like right here or something. So okay, so why can it place there, but it can't place anywhere here? If I place it up, can it place there? Yeah, it can place here, but okay, I don't know. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe if I place it around back like this. Yeah, okay. That's what's gonna have to work. We have a little ATM in the back. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Delete that. Let's try and put it right here. If we can put it right here, this will be the best. I think it just okay. Yeah, I think it just doesn't like the building stuff. It's just like clashing with that and it doesn't like it. We need to get a custodian here. Well, we'll do that later. But if you like this episode, hit that like button. Put your comments and suggestions down below. I think it was very productive. We finally got some stuff done. If anything we need to do, we could probably end up putting stuff here so you don't see the underside of that. Maybe next episode we'll work on some scenery for the bridge, because I do think that it would look nice with some scenery added so it doesn't just look like a big flying walkway. But yeah, I'll see you guys in episode number 13, I believe.